Hi, welcome back to another Onkruid video, welcome back to something random, welcome back to, or not welcome back, welcome to Second Monitor Diablo, which is the name of this quick little series I'm gonna start recording, and it's gonna, I think, be followed up with a bunch of other games as well, probably, or just a bunch of other types of content, but the second monitor part is gonna stay the same. I realize now that I can't have it both ways. My big inspiration on YouTube is of course Northernlion. He produces an immense heap of videos every single day. How does he do that? First of all, no editing. Second of all, he is just an extremely talented and funny individual. But the no editing part is really what stuck with me. And now that my life has really gotten like on the rails, my work agenda has been filled up to the brim with clients almost. I am a clinical psychologist. I have to make a decision. Either I stop going for Northernlion-esque type of YouTube content and I just upload a lot less and I make the videos still edited, or I stop editing. Or at least for gameplay videos, I just stop editing them completely. And I make sure that I let go of my perfectionism a bit more. Let go of my fear of failure and just accept that the videos will not always be packed to the brim with awesome moments and just insanely cool footage with great funny little edits on top of it. No, maybe here and there when something like really interesting happens or something where I think immediately of an edit that is possible at that moment, I will then go and edit that into the video. But otherwise I'm gonna keep it chill. I'm gonna keep it very minimalistic, light-hearted, no editing at all. That means there's going to be a lot of hiccups. There's going to be a lot of sentences that I have to do over and over again because I keep failing at pronouncing the right words, or my vocabulary is just not within the grasp of the sentence that I want to produce, which in and of itself was, I think, a bit of a crazy sentence that sounded fancy but didn't make that much sense at all. I'm just going to have to come to terms with the fact that not every video will be a masterpiece if I want to keep up this way of making videos where I upload quite a lot almost daily, and that is definitely the approach I want to keep on going with, because I want to I don't necessarily value quantity over quantity. I don't necessarily value quantity over quality, but I think that the type of content I want to create lends itself best to quantity, to just pressing the record button, having my brain flow into ramble paths and into random ways about random subjects, about things that nobody has ever talked about before, but everybody sometimes thinks about because, well, just the subject of daily life are often topics of conversation here as well. And I completely lost my train of thought there. You see, that's exactly what I'm gonna have to come to terms with, that it's gonna be a mess. But, oh, that's what I was saying, yeah, just pressing the record button and letting it fly. Just let it rip, baby, let it rip. Let my mind just go its own way, meander through life like a small little kibbling river. Don't know if that was correct English either. I know that in Dutch we say een kibbelend riviertje. But either way. What we're doing on your second monitor, hopefully by now, I hope that by now you've realized that, well, this is not necessarily the most engaging content to watch, but it's content to listen to, or maybe to have open on your second monitor, to have some like movement in the peripheral vision. What we're doing is we're playing Diablo 3. The new season has started. A small little jump from not uploading any content about the game and not to being Paragon level 800 and being completely endgame ready and just going on endgame grinds, but I'm just pressing the record button, seeing what happens, that's all. Oh! And this is what we were after. This is what we were after all along. The gibbering gemstone. You don't know the half of the kind of struggles I have been going through lately to get this item. It is an item needed to complete a staff recipe. That you need to progress your altar, which is your basic season mechanic this season. No, I'm gonna throw both of these away. And I have been farming this shit for so long. You can't even imagine. Me, Bram, Berglucht, and Ruben. This guy right here, these two guys, and then this guy, we fucking played until like 2:30 at night just to get that item for me, and we didn't get it once. And now finally I can craft the stuff and I can then be done with that ass shit. It is a staff, right? Staff of herding, craft. Oh yeah, oh baby, there we go. Of course I can't wear it, but what I can do now is go to New Tristan, to the starting town. Also my favorite town in Diablo. Everything is so close to each other. It's such a fun little zone. Go into this altar of rites. Realize that I have to put open my build on the second screen, because otherwise I don't know what I have to upgrade here. This is the type of shit you're gonna see in these videos. They are unprofessional, they are light-hearted, and they are just me pressing the record button and seeing what comes of it. Where are we in our little passive tree? We have gotten that, those ones as well. That one, I think that one too. Ooh, that's a new one, right? Yeah, right here. Or no, we have that already as well. All right, one more, maybe two, who knows? We have that one as well already. That one is someone we don't have yet. Reduces damage taken from elites. That's a bit boring, but I guess it's a-okay. And now we have to go for blood shards. 1600, and we are only at 1510. So we need to start pushing greater rifts for a second. That's exactly what we will start doing now. Is there anything I need to do to prepare for that? Except for equip the right build. No, I think that's pretty much it. I think we can now get straight into it. And we need to push a little bit higher than we were already. Alright, the guide can be minimized again. I want to see my beautiful face in the corner of my eye. And then this greater rift is exactly what is planned for us. There we go. That's exactly what I have been doing this entire season, just trying to progress that altar as quickly as possible. And I think it's just what everybody has been doing this season, because it's such a cool and nifty, fun little new mechanic. Really just a lot of fun to play with that new altar power. It kind of gives me Path of Exile vibes, because it's kind of like a completely game-changing upgrade, which is normally something Diablo kind of steers clear from. They stay far away from that. Sure, they introduce some fun new little quirky things, but this really is like a game changer that makes everybody a little overpowered at times. And it's such a fun addition. If you don't know, if you don't play Diablo yourself, every couple of months a season gets released, which is basically like a small change to the game gets made, a small upgrade, a new mechanic gets added, a new format of, for example, gathering resources, or a new type of weapon, or a new type of armor, a new armor set. That's all possibilities. This time around they added a whole new account-wide upgrade tree, and that's awesome. Because it is account-wide, it also incentivizes you a lot more to make multiple characters. Something you're normally almost never incentivized to do on Diablo 3. It's all about keeping that one character. Holy shit, that's a nice leg spike. Keep leveling up that one character. Is my internet gonna go out? What the hell is going on here? And just keep on grinding on that one single character. But I think with the account-wide upgrade they introduced right now, it's way more valuable and way more viable, especially to create multiple characters. You can level up so quickly now, because you can wear level 70 gear starting from character level 1. And you immediately get like a lot more massacre bonuses, you get a lot more perks, you just deal a lot more damage right from the get-go. All because of like the major endgame grinds you have completed on one character already. And that really just is a whole lot of fun. I haven't made a second character yet so far, because this character is definitely not at the point where I want it to be yet. I'm playing Demon Hunter, multi-shot Demon Hunter, which is a very easy, very fun clearing out the entire screen build, but not necessarily a build that kind of nets you extremely high greater rift completions. But it's just the build I wanted to go for, because it's a build I have played before. I think everybody that has played Demon Hunter has definitely played a multi-shot build before, because it's such a fun and satisfying ability. Just clearing out the entire screen, every enemy succumbs to your power before they have even caught a glimpse of you, makes you feel powerful. And that's exactly what these types of games have in store for you, making you feel like a god, making you feel like just a lawnmower, and they are all little leaves or little blades of grass. and it is harvesting season. Don't necessarily think that a lot of people will harvest grass. I don't know what that will be used for, but either way. Here we go. The Rift Guardian. The final boss at the end of every single rift. If you have been a fan of the channel for a while, you know that we often indulge in a little Primal hunting when the new Diablo season gets released. It's something Oh, I'm so sad that this is not the quiver I need, but that timing was insane. It's not one you ever use, sadly, but oh man. That timing was absolutely bonkers. Normally, it takes us like a 3-hour video to get one Primal. And now here we are. Just right at the start of this second content, or second monitor content endeavor, instantly into the Primal Ancient Legendary. That's insane. That's crazy. And this season has added a lot of new uses for those Primal Legendaries. And those uses mainly consist of disenchanting them. Disenchanting them so that you can use the salvaged goods to upgrade the altar and also to create one of your own primals. Alright, we need a couple more rift levels before we can unlock the next altar upgrade. I think I want to go for 10 to 15 minute episodes all the time. So we have like one more rift in store. Am I just gonna instantly disenchant it? I think so, yeah. Just make the decision quickly. And we need more than one disenchanted primal to actually create a primal, right? It's the final recipe. Oh, we already have 110. So we can now create a primal weapon, I think, if we would want to. Which I think we definitely do, right? Right. Equipped items cannot be upgraded, that's fine. Let me unequip it real quickly. So this should work. Ooh, alright, now we're talking. Now we are fucking talking. And this looks like a good bow as well. Kind of. I think we're definitely gonna reroll one of the cooldowns or resource costs. I'm gonna have to open up my guide again quickly and see what are the item stat priorities on my weapon. We need a damage range, which is what we have, and it's fire damage, and that's fine, I think. A socket, which we can use this consumable for. We can already do that, that's for sure. And we can insert the gem again. Maximum discipline is what we need, and that's perfect. That's absolutely insane. Damage percentage is something we also have. And then here we go. Attack speed. Can we reroll the cooldown or the resource reduction? Reduces all resource costs by 50%. That's something you can't reroll. Can we reroll this into attack speed? Oh my god. This is an insane bow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is so good. Holy shit, alright. We're balling. We're absolutely zooming. Quickly flex on them. Here we go. Alright, now we can really go ham. We can go absolutely batshit crazy. I think that this should make things a lot more easier. One more Great Rift in this video. Oh yeah. Oh baby. This feels great. This is what Diablo is all about, right? And what these types of ARPGs are all about. Those grinds. Those grinds at the end of the game that slowly but surely make you incrementally a little bit better. That's exactly what these games are all about. They can give you such a dopamine boost, such a serotonin boost, such a release of satisfaction chemicals inside of your brain. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Let's move along a little bit until we find another pack of elites, because all these trash monsters are not really giving us that much progress in the rift. And hopefully this will give us the blood shard capacity that we need to get one of the final altar upgrades. The late game grinds that I have been talking about have already almost come to an end. I've really played a lot of Diablo last weekend, but like maybe a little bit over the top. But still, my friends from my clan that, for example, also helped me farm Chilterra. Alright, a little lag never hurt nobody. those friends have played even more than me, so that kind of saves me from my guilt trips. I know that it could be even worse. And not that there's anything wrong with having a weekend where you go hard on a game. For me, those weekends have become very rare. The opening weekend of a Diablo season is like a rare experience of just non-stop hardcore grinding. Something I used to do a whole lot more earlier in my life. Especially in like the summer vacation in the 5th and 6th year of my high school career. What? Oh, right. I was so confused. But he has upgraded his altar to the maximum already, which means that if one Primal drops, a second Primal automatically drops as well. I thought he just looted 2 Primals right after one another. But the 5th and 6th year of high school, that was really when I was like in my prime gaming years. I would literally spend the entire night just playing all different types of games. A lot of it was Path of Exile as well. Or Rocket League, Apex Legends, League of Legends, Minecraft, RuneScape, you name it. I would spend the entire night on my computer. And then I would go to sleep when the sun came up, and I would wake back up at noon the next day. That's not the kind of life I want anymore, but it's such a fond memory. Also, if you take into account that this is like some LAN parties that we also had, which were probably some of the most fun days I have ever had in my life, just being together with your friends 24/7 and all having the common goal of just having as much fun as possible. Really unforgettable times. Thank you very much, Brent or NF Destroyer, for always hosting those get-togethers. That was very, very kind of you. I dearly miss them. Come to think of it, I rarely reminisce about those moments because we still are in touch with the friend group and stuff. We still play together a bunch of times, maybe a bit less lately since I've gotten a job as well, but that's only normal. But yeah, it's such a fond memory, such a nice period in my life. And now, wow, those pylons are close together. I definitely don't want to go back to that vibe, to that type of life. I have other responsibilities. I have a social life as well. I just have a bunch of things to fill up my time with so that I don't have to completely fill it up with video games. But having some weekends like that, just getting transported back into that time of complete grinding is a lot of fun. It's very welcome. Excuse me? I don't know what my internet is doing today, but I'm sorry for the messy footage. But again, if you're still watching the footage, what's wrong with you, man? Why? Why would you do something like that to yourself? Here we go. Upgrade the gem to max completion. Then I will identify all my items, and then we're gonna call it here for this first video. As I expected, a bit of a mess. It also doesn't give me the greatest satisfaction looking back at the video I just recorded and feeling like I was a bit messy, a bit all over the place, like my commentary was not necessarily great, but that's exactly the type of exercise I want to have with this series as well already. Or as well is the word I wanted to use there. Just trying to press the record button, and that's all. That's all the goals I set for myself, and that's everything I'm doing. And that's exactly everything I did for this first little episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. If this is not for you, if this is way too boring for you, I can understand. See you later. Bye-bye.